Welcome to Ultimate Wrestling Trivia, the show on YouTube. The man down there, Dashing Derek. The man in the middle. Don't call him Al Snow, it is Angelo Stefano. And my name is Devon, and we are here to talk some pro wrestling. In the meantime, make sure you check out our pro wrestling T-stores. It's awesome. It's fabulous. And we're all over social media as well. We're on the X, we're on the Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you find Ultimate Wrestling Trivia, the show. All right, we start with the WWE pay-per-view, the Cash at the Castle. Clash at the Castle.
Clash at the Castle.
That's a tongue twister. Clash at the Castle, Scotland. Glasgow, is that how you say it? I want to say like Drew McIntyre, but I'm not sure if I know how. Glasgow. We're always excited when they go overseas, though, right? Because the fans always bring it when they do.
Oh yeah, the crowds are always super hot for those shows.
And the premium live event starts at a more agreeable time for me, usually in the afternoon or 11 in the morning, noon.
Right.
That's good. I'm not a fan of staying up past 8, 9 o'clock.
No, that's true. That's past your bedtime.
Well, I am aging, so,
Aging.
They have to be more age appropriate with their start times.
Just a few matches are announced as we record this. The first one, Paul Levesque put together. Damian Priest going to be putting on the World Heavyweight Championship. He's going to be defending that title against none other than Drew McIntyre, who's going to be, obviously, a crowd favorite in Scotland. How do you guys see that one playing out?
Yeah, I mean, it's good booking. It makes sense. They're in Scotland, having Drew McIntyre on top, much like how they were in Australia. They had Rhea Ripley on top. I'm sure when they go to Germany, Gunther's going to be the guy there in the main event. So I like Damian Priest as the champion, but I'm going with Drew McIntyre. I think it makes sense because you're going to have CM Punk coming back, and then that could be a big match for SummerSlam to set that up and get a huge reaction from that Scotland crowd.
I'll go the other way just to have an argument here. I see the Judgment Day saving the day. I think Drew has the match won. The title is going to be his, and out comes Dirty Dom. The rest of Judgment Day, and maybe Liv Morgan sticks her nose in the business again.
That's a nice little swerve that they've been throwing Liv Morgan and Dirty Dom together. You don't know how that's all going to play out.
You don't, and I'm starting to be intrigued by this entire dance of Dirty Dom, Liv, and then eventually when Rhea makes her way back. Very, very interesting developments once again. Tip of the hat to WWE on.
Yeah, they got to have custody for Dom in a ladder match
again,
just like with
the callback on it. That would be fantastic.
They got to do that.
I feel like if we were all betting men, I feel like the crowd favorite. A lot of people are going to say Drew McIntyre. This is his time to put the strap on him, the gold. We will see what happens with that. Another match that was made, Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, a fan of the show, have attacked Bayley quite a bit on SmackDown as of late. So Bayley's going to be defending the Women's Championship against said Piper Niven. How do we see that happening and playing out?
Yeah, Piper Niven's another hometown hero, so she's going to be coming back to Scotland. But I don't think it's time for Bayley to lose the title. I see Bayley coming out with this one.
I agree with Derek. I don't see Bayley having the title taken away from her quite yet. Yeah. I think maybe Chelsea tries to get involved and it backfires and it costs Piper the victory.
So you took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say you're going to see some shenanigans with Chelsea Green. Do you think she's going to get involved with that matchup? Probably more than likely.
I would imagine if everything they've been doing up to this, it would make sense. So I'd look for something like that.
Yeah, definitely look forward to checking that women's matchup. Another one, Chad Gable, a guy that we will be talking about here, possibly being a free agent, was instrumental in prepping Sami Zayn to beat Gunther's Intercontinental Championship reign. So Sami Zayn going to be putting on the Intercontinental Championship. He's going to be defending that against Chad Gable.
Yeah, we'll see if Gable re-signed. The finish of the match is definitely going to tell if he did or not. I thought the timing was right in Saudi Arabia to have Gable go over, but I understand if he wasn't signed long-term, they're not going to put the strap on him. But Gable's been hot. He's been doing some of the best work of his career right now in WWE. The storyline that he has with Otis going on, when Otis turns on Chad Gable, that's going to get a huge reaction from the crowd. So why not put the title on Gable and, build to Otis Gable down the road, maybe at SummerSlam?
There you go.
Raise your hand if you went to the same university that Chad Gable did. You put it down. You didn't even go to college.
You went to college? What?
I went to college for a long time because I was very smart.
10-year plan. Yes.
Anyway, I will not turn my back against a fellow Northern Michigan University alumni. Sorry, little stutter there.
Yep, you went to college.
Yeah, see, I can even spells it with letters once in a while.
What is their mascot? What's Northern?
We are the Wildcats.
Wildcat. Shout out to the Wildcats out there.
But yeah, so I'm all Chad Gable. I'm on Team Gable from here till eternity. So.
All right, we'll see how that plays out for sure. And one other match that is rumored, but not as official as Adam Pearce would say, Cody Rhodes and AJ Styles going to run it back. If that is on the cards, how do we see that one?
Yeah, I hope that match is on this show. Definitely their last match was tremendous. Like
Another overseas in France.
It was, yeah. So, and oftentimes with these PLEs, the matches I don't think are always that great. There's always a lot of filler in between the matches. That's why I don't like watching these things live. And I guess, not being a pay-per-view, it doesn't really matter if people watch it live or not. Peacock only matters if you watch it, that night or that weekend or whatever, as long as you're watching it. But I hope they add this to the card for sure. Another big victory for Cody and another good match. Run it back. Why not?
I can't disagree with anything Derek just said. I think the match will be phenomenal, obviously because of AJ.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. And it'll be good, but there's no way Cody loses the Universal title.
Yeah.
Or is it the whatever?
Yeah, he's the champion. I think he's going to be the champion probably all the way up till WrestleMania. As always, we would like to hear your comments. You can drop them below. Let us know some predictions, what you're going to think is going to happen at the Cash at the Castle.
You just said Cash again.
Cash at the Castle.
Or the Clash.
I can't say it. It's a tongue twister. Yeah, the
Good
Scotland pay-per-view. Let us know below. All right, switching gears a little bit. We have the TNA WWE Forbidden Door, aka the TNA NXT.
NXT, I think.
Yeah, that's what they have it. Sounded like a gosh darn eye chart over here. NXT TNA with Jordan Grace popping up on NXT quite a bit. Are we going to see the Forbidden Door open a lot? Which I'm actually surprised that this hasn't happened sooner. I'm actually all for it. Like when talent can go to other places and they might have their one-offs or two-offs or battle at a pay-per-view. Like I loved it when WrestleMania season when they had Josh Barnett's Bloodsport and you had I think an individual from NXT, WWE, AEW.
Was on there.
You had somebody from everywhere and it just like brought that special something. Forbidden Door not only exclusive to AEW and New Japan, WWE. Anybody you want to see coming and going with TNA also?
Well, I think Jordan Grace called it the Prohibited Portal, I believe she called it. But you brought up Forbidden Door. I think there's a reason why they're doing this right now, and that's because of the Forbidden Door pay-per-view, to try to take a little bit of the steam away from AEW and New Japan. But I do like it. I like it when people, work together, and it makes things more exciting. But I don't see, I know there's a lot of rumors, maybe WWE's going to buy TNA. I don't see that happening at all. I think this is just a way.
Why don't you see that happening, though?
Because they already got their feeder system in NXT, and I just don't think they need another wrestling company. They already have their feeder system.
What could that could be like a spin-off of maybe like a Shotgun Saturday Night or a Sunday Night Heat? What if they use it for that? I don't know. I'm just throwing out possibilities.
I don't see it happening, but I think they definitely have a lot of interest in Jordan Grace, and this is a way for them to sink their teeth into Jordan Grace. Introduce her to this fan base, get her acclimated, see how she does, which she's been doing a great job. And then eventually when her contract's up, I could see her, signing full-time, whether that's NXT or to the main roster.
I was just going to say the Forbidden Door is a clever way to grab talent.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it looks like maybe it has like harmless intentions, but it's a good way to look at and grab talent that you might want.
Yeah,
And,
like talent that's not really being utilized a ton on TV. It's an opportunity for them to get a fresh start, for a lot of people to see them and see them work. I mean, if you're signed to a company, obviously you bring something to the table that they signed you, for. So it's
Yeah, and I don't see like a Moose going to go take on Cody Rhodes or anything like that. I think it's only going to be relegated to, maybe you'll see a Brooks Jensen show up on
There you
TNA,
go.
like, maybe a guy or girl that needs some more seasoning and introduce them to a different audience and have them go to TNA. But we've seen this in the past too. We had Mickie James showed up at the Royal Rumble when she was the Knockouts
that's
champion.
true.
So there was always kind of like this synergy in between TNA and WWE. But I don't see it going as far as maybe, a couple undercard people and maybe people, like we said, that WWE is interested in signing eventually.
Okay, this isn't on the sheet at all, so I'm going to throw you guys a curveball. Like, if you could pick one wrestler, any company, currently wrestling right now, they could show up at any other one. So, like, you could say Moxley to show up in TNA. That's what I want. You pick one wrestler to show up in a company. Who would you take right now, just to put it out there?
Right now, I've always wanted to see Shinsuke Nakamura back in New Japan. I mean,
Okay.
we haven't seen him back there in a long time, and it'd be pretty cool to see him back there for like a Wrestle Kingdom match. New Japan can definitely use some main event talent right now. Losing, guys like Okada and Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay. So it'd be interesting to see him, have Nakamura take on Naito maybe at Wrestle Kingdom.
So I'll piggyback off that and say Okada to WWE
Ooh.
to face Nakamura.
Oh.
Maybe like if they do over in Japan somewhere. Like, I would love to see that. I mean,
Yeah.
highly unlikely,
That would
but
be
that's
very forbidden.
That's a very forbidden door. Stefano, what about you? What door are you going to try to open?
I would have MJF show up on Raw
Yeah.
Wow.
and have the WWE kidnap him and keep him there
No.
Wow.
permanently, get him out of the pit of despair that is AEW.
He's got the tattoo now, though. He's AEW for
Yeah,
life,
he's
right?
official,
It's
like the referee whistle.
Like you can't put a Band-Aid over that. I mean, come on, easily fixable. No, I'm a huge fan of MJF,
Yeah.
and I want him out of AEW so bad because I don't know what's there for him, and the world to conquer is his if he moves on.
All right, as always, drop it in the comments. Let us know what forbidden door, what pro wrestler you would like to see in what company. We would appreciate that, and we will definitely check those out. Well, the pro wrestling scene is definitely on fire. There is a ton of free agents, a lot of news in the dirt sheets in the wrestling world. A lot of people talking about this guy's contract is coming up, this lady's contract is coming up. Is this person going to sign with this company? Of course, there's a ton of names out there. What are you thinking, Derek, as far as pro wrestling free agents?
Well, I think in the past, AEW's cleaned up on the free agency.
Yes, they have.
They signed Okada, Ospreay, Mercedes Moné. So I think sometimes when you hear these stories about like Seth Rollins' contract is up or Becky Lynch is up, they probably have a handshake deal. They're probably floating this story out there so they can say, hey, look, we re-signed one of our guys or girls and
Sure.
to make us look a little bit better. But recently, like a Jake Hager's contract came up. I know he got let go from AEW. Arn Anderson. There was a couple other ones, I think, too. Penta's is up, too.
Yeah.
I can say that I am disappointed in how AEW has used Penta a little bit because I was thinking like he was going to be more of a solo act, kind of like how we saw him in the very first All In when he took on Kenny Omega. And
If you ever go to his Lucha
Yeah.
Underground stuff, he did the solo act, was fantastic. But I think with his brother Ray Phoenix coming in, that probably threw him for a little curve, and they could have some fun together. But there are certain wrestlers I feel that are made for certain companies.
Yes.
Like Will Ospreay is like, I can't see him in WWE. I feel like Penta's on that same level. Like, I don't see Penta in NXT or WWE. at
Yeah,
all.
they'd probably just end up throwing him in the LWO or something.
Yeah,
but
just
to your point too, like people that fit better in other companies, like Ethan Page, we just saw him show up in NXT.
Yep.
I think he's a perfect fit for that. He's got the look. He's a good talker. He's kind of floundered a little bit in AEW. So I think jumping from company to company it's a good thing in wrestling. It freshens people up, I think, and makes things a little more exciting.
The word on the street was Ricochet's contract was coming up as we record this, and your boy Chad Gable's contract. Do you see Chad Gable jumping ship or signing, being a company guy?
I would hope not. I don't know what AEW would do with him. I don't know if they would know what to do with him. As of this taping, the rumor is that he did resign before the premium live event coming up,
which is called the Clash at the Castle.
And
I got it right.
Yeah. Hey, dude, come on. Fourth time is the charm.
There you go.
You know, but no, I would hope he resigns. If the rumor's true, that's great. He's doing great work, and he's ready for a nice run of some kind.
One of the best matches I ever saw live actually was Bobby Roode and Chad Gable against FTR.
Yes,
it was just a house show and fantastic. So Chad Gable, as far as a worker, to the moon. He's fantastic. Now I would like to see them, give him the ball and let him run with it. Let him get on the stick and talk.
Yeah, finally with Vince gone, you definitely see how he viewed him in the past, as Shorty G and all that. So
yes.
There was always that talent there. Like he could always, turn that chicken-ish into chicken salad.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely, I agree with Stefano. Surprisingly, that
this is a brutal show.
Yeah, I think Chad Gable is better suited for WWE.
No. All right, so if I said Becky Lynch re-signing or going elsewhere, what do you guys say?
She's staying in WWE.
She's staying, really?
Yeah. Isn't she taking a break?
She's taking a break, and then there's of course the rumors that with her having the young child that the AEW schedule would work better for her. But is she a company lady? She's been there 8, 9, 10-ish years. Does she resign, or what do you think? I mean, after she takes her break, obviously.
I have no idea. I have nothing to base this on, but I would assume she would go back to WWE. But I have nothing to base that on. I have no idea. It would be interesting if she jumped ship, so to say. It would shake things up for a week. Then they wouldn't know what to do with her, and she'd be lost in the shuffle like some of the other free agents that have gone that way.
Some other free agents out there too that are signed with like Game Changer that probably could or should be in the WWE or AEW. I'm thinking like Effie and Alley Catch, like they should be seen with a bigger audience. Our friend Matt Cardona, Zack Ryder, and Steph DeLander. I feel like that as a combo could really make some noise somewhere as well.
I still like to see some talent on the indie scene to keep that healthy and thriving. Not everybody can go to AEW and WWE, and those like you said, Effie and Matt Cardona, they're raking in the cash in the indie scene.
Yeah, the indie gods.
Exactly. So I mean, you still need those people like on the independent scene to make it healthy and thriving.
And on the independent scene, you know what you have a better chance of doing?
What's that?
Not paying taxes on your payday. Paying taxes on your payday.
I thought you were going to say having a one-on-one match with Stefano.
Straight cash, homie.
Oh, he's going to get Erwin R. Scheister after him here. Come on.
No, he'll never know. You'll stay on the indies, pocket the cash, skip the tax man.
Another guy, Leo Rush, is another one making a lot of noise. Did we ever see him back on the big stage also?
I like it when he bounces around and he pops up in like New Japan or, in Mexico or something like that. So, he's another one that definitely could be signed anywhere. He's super talented.
I like it when he's not on my TV. I don't care for him at all.
Wow.
He does nothing for me.
Wow.
Yeah, no. Hey, I don't pull punches. I'm not here to make friends.
Here to make money.
That's right. Well, one of our money-making machine games is the couch game. We recently sat down and had some fun, some trivia. Check it out right now. The Ultimate Wrestling Trivia Couch Game.
We are here with another edition of the Couch Game. Today's topic for the boys from Ultimate Wrestling Trivia is World Championship Tag Team Brothers. So they have to have won from a major company, NWA, WCW, AEW, WWF. We'll even say ECW, AWA, TNA Impact, World Championship Tag Team Brothers.
I'm going to pull out the easy one and say the Von Erichs.
Okay.
The Hardy Boys.
The Steiner brothers.
That
Very
was
good.
mine. Oh, I was gonna pick them. Wow. Offensica.
Very good.
The Young Bucks.
Very good.
Nick
Oh,
Jackson.
The Briscoes.
Ooh, which ones? Yeah. I'll say the
Yes.
Yes.
Both Briscoes.
Both Briscoes. He's
Does
taking
that count as
both.
both?
That counts as both.
Okay.
Man.
Let's go Lucha Brothers.
Yeah. Brothers.
Time is up. Derek timed out. He is eliminated.
I am going to circumvent the rules, and I'm going to say the Smoking Guns.
Billy and Bart Gunn.
Oh,
We will
does
accept
that
that.
count? Come on.
They were brothers. They
Gimmick
told us
brothers?
they were.
All right. Wow. Well, if that's the case, can I? Oh no, Bushwhackers never won, and they're not brothers. The Mulkey Brothers.
They did not win a world title.
Mulkey Brothers.
Angelo Stefano. Can you name one more?
Oh, man.
Of course I can, because I'm the best at these games. Hello, Gene and Ole Anderson.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so there are a few more brother teams. Who did we miss? Drop it in the comments. Let us know.
All right, that is our couch game. Did you get some of those right? Wrong? Did we forget? I mean, we always forget a bunch, and then people let us know about it. I always like playing the couch game. It's fun.
I always win half the time, so.
That's debatable. Ultimate Wrestling Trivia. Each and every Tuesday, we drop a brand new show. But before we bounce, we have some trivia, some Ultimate Wrestling Trivia with the Hall of Famer, who's got so many good names, talking about Scott Steiner. What's the best Scott Steiner nickname?
Big Poppa Pump. The Big Booty Daddy.
It's not a nickname, but I'm a big fan of Steiner Math.
Steiner
There you
Man,
go.
Freakzilla. Yes, Scott Steiner joins the show with some trivia right now. Check it out.
Here with my man Devon, and we just want everyone to know that when you play the Ultimate Wrestling Trivia app, you are 100% guaranteed to have a good time.
The app is super simple. It's 1 out of 4 questions. So that's like 25% chance for you to get it right.
Yeah, but Devon, our fans are the smart wrestling fans, so they've got better than that. They probably got like a 50% chance of getting the question right.
That's true. That's true.
Do you guys need help with numbers, math?
I think so, Papa Pump. I think so.
Give me a call. All right. Hey, this is Big Poppa Pump Scott Steiner, Big Bad Booty Daddy Freakzilla, the genetic freak. It doesn't matter. I'm all of them and some. Who did I beat for my first world title in WCW?
All right, if you knew the answer to Scott Steiner trivia, drop it below and let us know. That's some good trivia right there from Scott Steiner. All right, as we wrap it up, social media, we are all over there. Make sure you check it out. Pro Wrestling Tee stores, and Derek's wearing one right down there. Dashing Derek, Angelo Stefano. My name is Devon. We'll see you next Tuesday. Ultimate Wrestling Trivia, the show on YouTube.